The opening kickoff to Deion Jackson from the 3. Jackson to the 20. Bit of a seam and bouncing outside is Jackson. And he's past the 45 up near midfield on the return. Is the back to the left of Daniel Jones, the junior quarterback from Charlotte, North Carolina. Passes on first down and could have enough for the first down at the 41 of Georgia Tech. They've got 11 to Chris Taylor, and it's a first down for Duke.
Good throw.
Mitchell, the leading tackler on this team, with 26 to lead the way for Georgia Tech defensively. Jones will roll and throw. His pass is complete near the 30. Daniel Helm, the tight end, just about to the 30-yard line of Georgia Tech, and Mitchell on the stop. From just beyond the Georgia Tech 30, opening possession for Duke. A wide open man. It's caught by Helm, and he's down near the 12. 19 yards on that previous play for the Blue Devils. They're going to run it to the right side toward the end zone and in. It's Deion Jackson for Duke. He got it started with the kickoff return, and he finishes the drive for the Blue Devils.
Never saw a second down in the series, Tom. 4 plays, first down plays into the end zone. This is the zone read play. Runs through the tackle right there of St. Amour. Little stiff arm at the end.
Friday at Louisville, 66-31. Marshall swallowed up by Chris Rumpf and some fellow Duke teammates. It's a sack and a loss of 9.
Actually, it was a second layout.
From Nyack, New York. He and Ben Humphreys, the backbone of this defensive unit for the Blue Devils. Ends start to bend a little bit. Marshall escapes and gets back up near the 20-yard line.
Players, Pace Academy for Deion Jackson, just down the road here in Atlanta.
Third down for Duke, 36% on the season, 11th in the conference, but this time they come through.
Part of who he is, and we'll see it a lot today.
Jones to throw on 3rd and short. Down near the 15. Couple of players getting tangled up. There are no flags on the play. It's still out there. 7 of 16 on the season on 4th down. They get stopped right at the 50. Deion Jackson dropped for a loss. And the ball's going to Georgia Tech on downs. Going to be Howard again as we go down and check in with LaRisha Harris.
He's carrying the load right now in the run game.
Daniel Jones, 6 for 6 so far in the game after that previous pass play. Number 29th, a loss at home against Virginia Tech, 31-14. Jones has another target near the 30-yard line, and Chris Taylor, and another first down.
Georgia Tech has not been very good on defense.
Jones trying to buy some time. Got by one man and then got sandwiched near the 18-yard line. Pressure knocked away from Jones. Pressure came from the edge by Trey Swilling, and Georgia Tech has got the football.
With it. Coming off that left side, you have to be able to recognize that. He didn't get it done.
Loss of 6 on that play.
On the play clock and the plays run. Duke owns it right now.
Marshall pitches it. Searcy. And Searcy spins out of bounds near the 35-yard line.
You respect him. Bit on that play action fake.
Dylan had 272 yards rushing last year, a game we did right here on Raycom Sports. Lynch makes a move near the 40-yard line. Singleton with a tackle, 19 yards on the run.
Second game as a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket. He averages in his career 13 yards a touch. And here's another.
First loss of the season for the Blue Devils. 1 for 3 on 3rd down in the game for Georgia Tech. Working down that 35-yard line, Jordan Mason diving for it. Only got a yard, so came up short as
Georgia Tech is a yard and a half. Ball out.
On 1st down, Mason was the ball carrier. Looks like Marshall may have covered it. See 16 in white at the bottom of the pile there with the football, and yes, it is confirmed. Georgia Tech keeps it. Georgia Tech has won 10 of the last 11 at home against Duke. Trying to convert this on 3rd down. Had the ball over 6 minutes on that previous drive. They came up empty. Turned back on 4th down. This is Jones escaping the pocket. Collision there at the 30-yard line with Kyle Surge Henderson. 1st and 10. Pressure comes quickly, and Jones goes down. Henri Saint-Amour sacked for Georgia Tech.
High level up front, and he didn't hesitate. He said Henri Saint-Amour has been our guy. He's going to need a couple more, Larissa, against Daniel Jones today.
3 for 4 on 3rd down for Duke, and that pass is incomplete to Chris Taylor. So 4th down now for the Blue Devils. Averages 373 yards as a team on the ground. Best in the conference and best in the nation. The waves of backs keep on coming. Jerry Howard, number 15 on the carry, ran into Drew Jordan. In Syracuse, the visiting team has won all of those matchups. Pressure was coming. Marshall got it away. Howard has it.
Up right through the middle. 15's just going to turn around. Good job at Taquan Marshall. A little bit of acting job there to hold on to the ball. And then good hard running by Howard. Team dividends.
Co-defensive coordinators this year for Duke, Ben Albert, Matt Guerrieri. 2 of 6 on 3rd down. Long pass. Incomplete near the 30-yard line. Jones near his own goal line. Flips it complete to Jackson. Pulled down at the 10-yard line.
Boy, a nice play by the freshman, Charlie Thomas, the linebacker.
Have done that this afternoon, but have not been able to harvest any points. Cottrell, 1st down and more. Trying to drive toward midfield against this Duke defense for 8 yards for Nathan Cottrell from Knoxville, Tennessee. All season, 2 for 4 on 3rd down of the game for Georgia Tech, 3rd and long. Marshall flips it down near the 30. Stewart had it deflect up in the air and couldn't come down with it.
Miami beats Florida State.
Brevin Jordan had the catch on the play. Miami wins 28-27. The Ram power play. Pressure on Jones, able to get rid of it. Tipped up in the air. It is Lamont Simmons. Interception, Lamont Simmons, as Henri Saint-Amour had the pressure on Jones. It's a pick for the Jackets.
Well, yesterday talk about number 94. He's in the backfield right now, and a really bad decision by Daniel Jones, the junior quarterback. How about the athletic play by Lamont Simmons on the back end to come over the huge takeaway.
Friday at Louisville in that victory. Wants to throw. Marshall looking for the end zone. It is caught in the end zone by Carter, but a flag is out.
They're going to call offensive pass interference on Carter here. Just push Blackwell to the ground. Anytime you see the arms extend for the receiver, I'll be surprised if this is not offensive PI.
There's no foul for offensive pass interference.
Carter wins the battle with Josh Blackwell.
I'm not sure why you throw the flag if you don't see anything. Why even throw the flag? It was good hand fighting. Certainly Blackwell looks back, and I don't know, Tom. I played the offensive side, so I always try to err on the offensive side.
There's the running back, Jones the quarterback. Out of Charlotte Latin High School. Poise in the pocket. Ball is free. They get to Jones. The ball came out.
Henri Saint-Amour again coming on the pressure. Block number 94. Look at the spin move to the inside or just to the outside. Able to win and get to the quarterback. Next job is to keep everything in front of him. If Daniel Jones can get the ball to one of his playmakers.
3rd and 14. Jones steps up. 45-yard line. Incomplete. Looking for Daniel Helm, and just 2 seconds on the game clock here in the second quarter.
Time and regroup.
Yeah, it was a Deion Jackson 12-yard TD run in the first quarter for Duke. And then moments ago, a 32-yard TD pass, Marshall to Carter, the 3rd TD pass of the season for Taquan Marshall.
Daniel situation. They've held the ball better than Duke, but just have not been able to get good positive yards.
Marshall through a hole, 2nd level, 1st down and much more. Beyond the 35, Taquan Marshall as Waters had the tackle, 26 yards on the gallop.
Find out who are you trying to play the quarterback with, and they get him blocked on the NCC. You see Joe Giles Harris, number 44, pinned to the inside, and there's the running room for Taquan Marshall. Your quarterback, you got a long day coming.
Longest rush of the game on the previous play by
Ball's
Georgia
out.
Tech and Marshall. You saw the Duke players trying to dig it out of there. Mason was the tackler. Drew Jordan with the initial contact. Duke thinks it has the football. Let's unravel this pile. So Georgia Tech just ripped off a 26-yard run by Marshall. Officials still talking with themselves, the players.
They're standing there holding the ball.
Georgia Tech ball, Dave. Tom Wormy, Dave Archer, the former Atlanta Falcons and Iowa State standout at quarterback, along with Larisha Harris on the sidelines. 2 of 8 on 3rd down, and that's going to be a first down by Clinton Lynch as he runs into Joe Giles Harris, 4 yards, and the chains are rolling for Georgia Tech. Marshall. Pass is too high at the 40. Feemster defending. Brad Stewart was the receiver.
Punt. Travis Levy recovers it in the end zone for a Boston College touchdown.
Since then, BC's added a field goal, 24-20 right now, guys.
Football in space.
Yeah, he just went over 2,300 career receiving yards and his 199th career catch. Jones extending the play, now tucking it and stepping out of bounds, shy of the 40-yard line for Daniel Jones. And 1. Jones will hand it off on a first down. Deion Jackson will blast through the middle of the line for 4 yards and another first down for Duke.
Can they execute?
3rd and 8. 4 of 8 on 3rd down. Jones won't get it away at midfield. That pocket collapses around Jones. Kyle Surge Henderson, the first man at the quarterback. Mitchell there also.
Georgia Tech has been able to get pressure. This is a Georgia Tech team that came in with 10 sacks on the year.
Yards on the ground, best in the conference and nation. 3 of 10 on 3rd down. That's a floater for Stewart, who goes up and takes it away at the 30-yard line.
It's a double move. See the little pump fake right there by Taquan Marshall, and not the greatest mechanics in the world. Set your feet, throw it. But the next guy up mentality, and certainly that's how Duke's going to treat it.
Coach Cutcliffe took him to a bowl game a season ago, going 7-6 and winning the Quick Lane Bowl against Northern Illinois. But here, moments ago on a fumble by Howard. Ramming, accelerating, and pushed out of bounds.
Well, you see the great speed there, ramming on the outside.
4 of 9 on 3rd down of the game for Duke. Jones, just enough time to get it away. Middle of the field to the end zone. Touchdown Duke, and it's TJ ramming 48 yards from Daniel Jones.
Right down through the middle. Oliver, the safety's going to fall down. Number 40 goes to the ground, but ramming with great speed.
3rd quarter as they take on Louisville. That's a game we did last year, and it came down to a late BC field goal as time expired to beat the Cardinals.
Did
the ball come out again? The Duke players say they have it.
Yeah, I think Taquan Marshall looked like he might have been down. This is going to rule out.
It is Duke ball.
The rule of the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
I thought Taquan Marshall was on the ground on this. We're going to see. Let's see Taquan Marshall here. Let's see if he's still got hold of the football. Kind of waving it around a little bit. Let's see. Is that knee down?
Right knee.
Boy, that ball looks like it may be coming out. Yeah, but good hard running.
Up tempo for Duke. Still on the ground. Jackson again. Should be enough for a first down, and it will be. Fresh set of downs for Duke.
Paying dividends with the local kids.
Jones has an open man, ramming it to 5, diving for the pylon, lost the ball in midair. Officials are saying he's out of bounds near the 2-yard line.
He's not going to lay out 3 or 4 yards to get in the end zone. Let's see if he holds the football at the back end of this.
Jones looking for the end zone, throws a low pass and caught for the touchdown. Davis Copenhaver.
Well, Duke does such a good job down here using their tight ends. When you get down close, all of their tight ends are outstanding receivers. And I want you to watch for is number 10, Campbell's back is turned to Jones. He understands that, so he can let it go. Defender can't make the play if he's not looking at you. Up there, not just a game, but a full weekend of fun surrounding the ACC championship.
13th championship game, 8th time in Charlotte. Thomas on the return, driven backwards, lost the football near the 6-yard line. Thomas fumbles. It is Duke football.
Got to be #1 priority. Gets a big hit right there. Now he's in trouble. A lot of Duke Blue Devils around the football. Got to secure the ball. Ball's got to be #1 priority. Just does not take care of the ball.
In goal for Daniel Jones and the Blue Devils. 3 straight fumbles from Georgia Tech. To the end zone. Back corner.
Well,
Caught
perfect
Jonathan Lloyd.
That's a perfect throw, Tom. When you throw fade, you got 2 places to throw it. Generally, it's a back shoulder, or if your receiver stacks the corner, meaning he gets beyond the corner, then as a quarterback, your job is to take the receiver to the pylon. That's where this throw is by Daniel Jones. Towards the pylon, no place for Lamont Simmons to find a ball. Good job by Jones to recognize what kind of leverage his receiver Lloyd
All into this afternoon.
Oliver in at quarterback.
Tosses it out. Clinton Lynch turns the corner, and it looks like he's got a first down as he steps out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Played at a high level like he is today.
3rd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Very short gain for Jordan Mason. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 1.5 yards. 2 on 4th down in the game for Georgia Tech. They desperately need this one. Need 1.5 yards. Marshall trying to move it forward. The spot appears to be favorable. Georgia Tech has won 10 of the last 11 home games against Duke, but trailing now. Marshall to the air, down the sideline, jumping up for it and pulling it in. Quay Searcy.
He's going to release and then get up the sideline. It's probably the best throw Taquan Marshall's made today. Good job by Quay Searcy to gear down and high point the football. And a balanced line to the wide side here.
This is Oliver. Escapes 1 tackle. Spins back. Trying to keep his feet into the 18. And that should be enough for a first down. Louisville, in fact, he and Taquan Marshall. Over 100 yards rushing. This to the left side. That's going to be a first down. At about the 6 or 7 for Oliver.
Hit him too much.
Howard on 2nd and goal. Steps into the end zone for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, you ate about 4 minutes and so many seconds off the clock, but it was a good drive by Georgia Tech. A couple of throws, but really their running game controlled the line of scrimmage.
Georgia Tech took 7 minutes and 9 seconds, the longest scoring drive of the season, which is not what they need in the latter stages of this ball game. Jackson breaking away, staying upright, and finally forced out of bounds. First down and much more. Deion Jackson, my heavens, what a run. Jackson catches his breath. Ball came out, a helmet came out as well, scooped up by Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. Bruce Jordan Swilling.
Georgia Tech needs the ball back, ball out. Jordan Swilling has it. Here come the Jackets.
Oliver looks the other way. Hits his man at the 35 and out of bounds. Nathan Cottrell has the catch for Georgia Tech.
And wrapped up. There's all sorts of stuff going on with Taquan Marshall right now.
Jerry Howard, some punishing running. Georgia Tech moving quickly. Oliver gave it to Howard. He's got the first down, and he is spun down to the turf inside the 40. That's Jerry Howard, the sophomore. Oliver hit in the backfield. Can't get away.
Well, it looked like the freshman Leonard Johnson, the safety, is the guy that came on the blitz. It's 20 minutes from here, up the road, up I-75, and big day for Randy.
4 catches, 91 yards, all in the second half. Georgia Tech's going deep. Inside the 20, caught by Stewart.
Well, Tech got to be in a hurry, get on the ball.
25 yards in the previous play. Into the red zone for Georgia Tech. Oliver has to freelance. Got away from one man, will not get away from Leonard Johnson, number 33 in gray and blue.
Take what Duke's willing to give him. He should have some throws underneath here.
Oliver lets it fly. Attempted one-handed grab by Malachi Carter. 25.
Yeah, Duke's job is to not allow Oliver to buy time.
Oliver.
Oh, no chance.
Well out of bounds.
Off to a good start. Lost their last one. Trying to get back on the winning track.
Duke will improve its record to 5-1 for the first time since 2015, and David Cutcliffe has his 64th win as the head coach of the Duke Blue Devils. The third quarter, the difference, 3 turnovers by Georgia Tech, and Duke was able to turn them into 21 points.
Just so impressed with the way Duke played defense today, especially with a hot Georgia Tech offense that had come in and scored over 60 points in consecutive games.